Jake Paul is actually gonna win his fight against Mike Tyson, and the reason is insane. Today we are gonna discuss everything about the fight, from why Mike Tyson would even agree to a fight like this to the public's response to this entire situation. But most importantly, who is gonna win the fight. But before we can get into all of that, we're first gonna have to take a look at the trailer for the fight. So it was the Netflix channel actually that released the trailer for this fight, and I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this at first I did not believe it. Now this fight is taking place 20 July and believe me, I am watching this shit. Now normally I'm not interested in YouTuber boxing at all, but something about annoying YouTuber versus best boxer to have ever lived just seems like a lot of fun to watch. And yes, if Mike Tyson still have 10% of his power left that he used to have, this is gonna be a one-sided beatdown. But hey, YouTuber boxing isn't something you watch if you wanna see two equally high-skilled boxers fight each other. Now let's compare Jake Paul to Mike Tyson, because believe it or not, Jake Paul actually has some advantages over Mike Tyson, like him being 30 years younger. And no, I am not exaggerating. Here's a picture comparing the two, and Jake Paul is actually 30 years younger than Mike Tyson. And at that point I started wondering whether the fight is actually gonna be fair. Because believe me, Mike Tyson in his prime could take 15 Jake Pauls. Now this might be because Jake Paul wasn't even born back then, but that doesn't really matter, right? All jokes aside though, if you were to put Mike Tyson in his prime against Jake Paul in his prime, Mike Tyson would win 100%. I also found out how much a nickname says about something. Mike Tyson's nickname is Iron Mike, and then you have Jake Paul's nickname, which is the problem child. Now quite frankly, I think he got this name because of his YouTube career and not necessarily because of his boxing career. Because believe it or not, Jake Paul has actually done pretty well in boxing. He has only lost one singular time and he's won 9 times already. Now Mike Tyson hasn't done bad either, but I think you guys kinda expected that. He has 50 wins and 6 losses. Now who do I think is gonna win this fight? Well, when this announcement got made, a lot of people started posting clips of Mike Tyson fighting at his current age. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this looks fucking scary. If I were Jake Paul, I would just start spontaneously shitting myself after seeing these clips. Now that dude is still fighting like a fucking beast. After one of those punches, you're just dead. So I started thinking about a good title and thumbnail for a video about Jake Paul, his death after one of these punches. But then I saw a clip of Joe Rogan's podcast.
When I was seeing you hit the pads, I'm like, this isn't just working out. There was something going on, man. When you were working out with Cordero and you were ripping to the body and throwing those hooks, I was like, this is a man who's preparing to go to combat. That's why when I saw that video, I was like, oh.
Want me to tell you something about that video?
Yeah.
I did that video and I was in bed for a week. That was 30 seconds and I was in bed for a week. And it's not funny because it made me realize that this is big boy shit.
And this clip made me realize again that Mike Tyson is just getting older. No offense to you, Mike Tyson, please don't rip off my limbs. And to put it into perspective, Mike Tyson started professionally fighting 6 years before the collapse of the Soviet Union. So I think there's actually quite a big chance that Jake Paul might win this fight. Now this is coming from someone who has no idea how professional boxing works. But my guess for this fight is that either Mike Tyson just punches Jake Paul once and he dies on the spot, or Mike Tyson tries to punch Jake Paul, misses, runs out of breath, and goes for a 30-minute nap in the middle of the ring. Now, knowing all of this and knowing that there was actually decent chance Mike Tyson might lose, why would he even accept the fight? My guess, a lot of money. Because what could be other potential reasons he could have said yes to this fight? Because it isn't anything special for a fighter like Mike Tyson to defeat a YouTuber in a boxing. So I don't see any other possible motivations for Mike Tyson besides money to say yes to this fight. Now, what is my opinion on the fight actually happening? Because I've seen a lot of people just being against it. Now, at the end of the day, Mike Tyson himself is choosing to do this fight. He isn't being forced to do this fight. I don't think anybody would be capable to force him to do anything, to be honest. He would just beat you up. But because he himself decided to say yes to the fight, I think it's good. But other people clearly do not agree with me there. And now it's time to look at the public opinion. And of course, we go to Twitter for that. That's of course why you find the most sane people on the internet. Watching Jake Paul do a Fortnite dance over the unconscious 60-year-old Mike Tyson. That would be a very sad sight, and I hope that doesn't happen. To be honest, I got to be team Mike Tyson. To be honest, that might have been different if it wasn't for the song That's Everyday Bro. That song's still better than whatever KSI is currently putting out, but okay. Then someone also made a video about what they think will happen in this fight.
Iron Mike Tyson has graced the octagon. Tyson is ready to fight.
And here it is all
Yeah, no, I think this might be pretty accurate. It's that one first punch that I was talking about. Either it's the first punch, or it isn't. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good day. Peace, peace.